You're not from Missouri? Let's talk about the Missouri game.
There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going running all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of War Eagle Weekly. How are we doing, Josh?
Oh, doing pretty good, man. You probably heard me snicker there when you said that. Every time. How I Met Your Mother, bro. How I Met Your Mother.
Both of us big fans, but hey, welcome to this episode of War Eagle Weekly. Both of us are excited to be here. If you have not seen our previous game predictions, go back and watch our previous game predictions. We have them over there on Josh's side of the screen. I'll link them in the video, and they are part of the playlist. But let's first off, I want to thank our subscribers that we do have.
Yes.
Tell your friends about this show. Let's get those subscribe numbers up. Let's make sure we hit the notification bell so that you are notified when we are uploading videos. We are doing it constantly every week, if not multiple times a week. And we will keep the content coming to you as we roll into the season. Josh, let's get to it. Go ahead.
I was going to say we're up 40 subs in the last 2 weeks alone, so jump on the bandwagon. Come hang out.
Heck yeah. Let's jump into it and let's remind everybody what our predictions are up to this point in the season. Both of us having 5 straight wins. Again, all 5 games are at home, so it shouldn't be too much of a shock. And that one loss to the overpowering Georgia squad. Both of us had different scores. Some of us thought, one of us thought that it was lopsided. But again, go back and watch that video if you want to hear our thoughts on it. It's a 5-minute video. It's not too long at all. But let's go ahead and start diving in on the Missouri game, Josh. We got the Missouri Tigers. We are going up to their house for, I think, the second time ever that they have been in the conference. We're going to their house, if I remember correctly.
I think so, actually, because last time we were there, we trounced them with Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on this game? What are you thinking?
Oh, my goodness, dude. I'm going back and forth. I have my initial prediction here. I'll give you in a second, but I keep going back and forth. And after I give you my score prediction for this game, I'll let you know why I'm going back and forth, because it's a legitimate thing. I mean, right now I have Missouri winning 27-23, I believe. One possession game, one score game. But I keep going back and forth on it because – we're going into Missouri off of a bye week. They come into the game after UMass, so they have a bit of a cupcake against UMass, but injuries can definitely happen against those games. And the very next week, Missouri goes to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. So part of me is thinking that they're going to be thinking ahead about Alabama and try and maybe kind of, let off the gas a little bit for this game, and Auburn could come into their home and sneak out a win, because Missouri's they're preseason top 10, right?
They are, I believe, preseason top 10.
Yeah, so
sure.
they're preseason top 10 now. They're more than likely going to be preseason top 7 by the time Auburn travels to Missouri. They're not preseason top 7, but top 7 in the country when we go there. So I think they're going to be more concerned about Alabama when this game comes. And Auburn could very well go into Missouri after having a bye week, after facing Georgia, and come in fresh. And Missouri's kind of like slugging it because they'd rather save everything for Alabama. But right now I have Auburn losing by 4.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I've been having a hard time with it. I've been going back and forth. But the other thing to remember is if our predictions are correct, and we are 5-1 heading into this game, you got to feel like they're not going to take that lightly. They're not going to be sitting back and thinking that we're an easy win, especially if we, give Georgia everything that we can, which you thought we were. But at the same time, I think Missouri has a lot that they're returning on offense. They have one of the better quarterbacks in the league, according to both of our opinions, which we rank our quarterbacks in the SEC in one of our previous videos. So if you have not seen that, go back and watch that. Go look for that, because we break down our rankings on all the quarterbacks, and we think very highly of Missouri's quarterback Brady Cook. And not only that, but they have arguably the best wide receiver in the country in Luther Burton on their team. He is returning again this year. Now, they did lose a lot.
Wrong.
I like it. I like it. Missouri did lose a lot on defense. They lost a few other, players on offense. They lost their defensive coordinator to LSU.
Lost their leading running back.
They lost one of the better running backs in the country. But I still don't think we have enough juice, and I don't think we're going to be able to pull it out. I got Missouri beating the Auburn Tigers, the correct Tigers. Unfortunately, they got them beaten 27-24. But don't let that get discouraged. We got plenty of games coming up. Josh, go ahead and tell the people where they can follow us on our socials at.
Check us out at War Eagle Weekly on YouTube, TikTok, and on X. Upload constantly. We post our videos weekly, sometimes daily. We're just constantly just spitting stuff out to keep the engagement up. We want to talk to you guys. We want to interact with you guys, to just share everything. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that big bombshell, War Eagle Josh.
War Eagle Cameron.